65% of the people who live in this ward have not got their own cars, have not got access to private transport. Those heavily pregnant mothers will have to get on the train at Rhyl, down to Chester, get over the bridge, onto the Wrexham train, get over the bridge, into the taxi and down to the hospital. What kind of justice is that for mothers to be? Absolutely disgraceful. Holiday traffic in the summer, bad road accidents, icy weather conditions, that 60 minutes will soon be extended, and to the detriment of our parents and our pregnant mothers. Mothers-to-be, their families, the health professionals, the trade unions, the elected members at all levels of government, that we all come together and present a united, non-party political case to that board to reverse that decision. Thank you very much. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
The work that was done on a cross-party basis resulted in the proposals being rejected and a plan to implement a fantastic new neonatal centre on our doorstep here in Bodelwyddan. But you know what? The Health Board's decision last week puts that in absolute jeopardy. And that is why we've got to work together again, me and Anne, in order to overturn this ridiculous decision. You know, there was no consultation whatsoever with your local politicians before this decision was made. There wasn't even a discussion that took place with the local community health council, the watchdog that speaks for you on these matters in North Wales. There wasn't even a discussion with the staff team.
You know, it's sometimes very difficult as a politician to be on the front line against your own party who is in government down in Cardiff. But let me tell you that the people of Rhyl, the people of the Vale of Clwyd and surrounding areas deserve to have the very best health. And that includes consultant-led maternity services at Glan Clwyd. As Darren has said, Darren and I joined forces 5 years ago to defeat this proposal. I can't see any evidence in the board's papers that actually make it anything like the start of a conversation that means that they should be moving services. They don't want to listen. The board promised faithfully that they would never ever be secretive again, and yet on the very first test they fail. The board should hang their heads in shame. They should.
We've already heard the deep reservations about what happened in Haverfordwest, and I think you are rightly to be concerned about that. The A55 is a fine road, except when it floods, when you have an accident, or when there are roadworks. And obviously, those dangers, those are real risks. And I think the board should take on board those concerns that have been already expressed. Now, may I say in closure this. After meeting the board yesterday, they said, quite rationally of course, that a shortage of doctors is the reason behind the decision. That is why we have argued that we need 1,000 more doctors in Wales in order to meet the demands of the service.
Maternity unit, they've come in for some stick. The reality is, of course, they are qualified doctors. And I think the risks involved with qualified doctors who are locums need to be put against the risks of there being no obstetric unit within 40 miles.
Thank you. You heard it directly there from a practicing GP, a professional in obstetrics, and if he can't get it right, well, I don't know who could.
And Aziz Ibrahim, he's actually former Stone Roses Simply Red guitarist, who's amazing. He's patron of our charity Little Miracles UK. And the idea that they are not, you know, bringing these children into the world in a safe manner is absolutely, you know, it's just disgusting. So, you know, we want them to know we're all behind them 100%. And together with all the politicians, unions, everything else, we can all do this together. No one's going to do it on their own, but united, you know, we can fight the NHS on this. I also want to say a huge thank you to all the children that have turned up today. I bet it's the first protest you've ever been to in your lives. And all the amazing banners that they spent hours and hours on, you know, the hard work on. And this is the thing that the NHS aren't seeing. All these children that are being born in North Wales, they are our future. They're the future politicians. They're the future staff of the NHS. And if they're treating them this badly when they're born, what they're going to be treating them like as they're growing up. It's no thing to give out to the future generation. I think that's me done. But I just want to say thank you to everyone for coming out, and for the community spirit. The last 10 days has been absolutely amazing. It's obviously not over here. We've got another 6 weeks to carry on fighting this. So I'm sure we'll be doing lots more, but we need to keep the momentum up, and we need to make sure that they know we're going to fight them the whole way. Thank you.
Thank you, but more importantly, thanks, ladies and gentlemen.